You said you bias them because they're talented or inspiring, but let's dig deeper, Hoochie, shall we? Because your bias doesn't just reflect who you admire. Your self-sabotage has a face and probably a very nice dump truck. So today we're cracking open your favorite member and asking, how does your bias accidentally reveal the way you mess up your own growth? Hong Joong, the perfectionistic burnout loop. You don't rest. You optimize, strategize, overperform, and Hong Joong, you see yourself in his constant motion. If he's your bias, your sabotage style is overachievement to the point of collapse. You keep going until there's nothing left to prove, then wonder why you're so empty. You don't fear failure. You fear what stillness might reveal. Your trap is thinking rest equals weakness, and you're loyal to the grind, even when it's grinding you down. Hoochie, oh my gosh. Like, come on. You doing too much. You honestly are. Will you stop beating yourself up? Stop it. You need to answer this question because I'm so upset with you right now. What are you trying to outrun by always being productive? But I don't want you to use that question as some sort of armor because that is Seonghwa's job. If you want to do something productive, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Seonghwa, the aesthetic armor complex. Everything looks perfect. You curate your emotions like a Pinterest board. If Seonghwa is your bias, because he's mine, your self-sabotage style is emotional perfection. The call out. Okay, you don't allow yourself to be messy, vulnerable, raw. I want to say something so dirty right there, but I won't. You call it graceful, but let's be honest, it's avoidance in velvet or chainmail, whatever he's wearing in your fantasy tour. Okay, you want love, but only if you can control how you're seen. So you put your wounds in a crystal vase or maybe a Lego box. I don't know. You're a freak. Okay, and you call it healing. Do you think you can hide your emotions like that? No, you can't. So you need to answer this question. Come clean. Come clean. What parts of yourself do you hide because you think they're too ugly to be loved? And I really want you to answer the question down below, but don't be a people pleaser. Just answer the question down below if you feel so inclined to do that, because you know whose job it is to be a people pleaser. I didn't hear you. Who? That's right, you know. The emotional people pleaser. You show up, you check in, you make everything light. And if you know is your bias, your sabotage style is overgiving with a smile. You're the strong one, the joyful one, the safe one. But when do you get to need something? You think if you ask for too much, they'll leave. So you shrink your needs and overcompensate with care. You're loved for your energy, but fear being abandoned if your energy runs out. That's a lot to take in. And if you want to take in more things, take your finger to the subscribe button and the like as well. But answer this question down below, stands, because he's my wrecker. Okay, here we go. If someone only loved you when you're easy to be around, would that actually be love? Don't ghost on this question because that is Yeosang's job. I have added some of your comments from previous videos, so stay tuned so you can see them. Yeosang, the ghost mode saboteur. If Yeosang is your bias, your self-sabotage style is emotional withdrawal in disguise. You think pulling away protects you? And maybe it used to, but now it's just another way to guarantee disappointment before it has a chance to show up. You admire Yeosang's mystery, his quiet control, but maybe what you're really doing is using silence as a shield. You long to be understood, but you don't speak your heart. You disappear and call it self-respect. But deep down, it's fear, Hoochie. Oh man, why are you doing this? You need to not ghost. Like don't be a ghoster. Answer this question down below, but not too fast because that's San's job, okay? Answer this question. What connection have you sabotaged just to avoid vulnerability? Drop it down below. Let's move on to the mountain. San, the too intense, too fast spiral. You want depth. You want connection that feels like destiny. If San is your bias, your sabotage style is emotional intensity with no breaks. You dive in too fast, too deep, too loud, then panic when it's not returned immediately. You call it passion, but sometimes it's fear dressed in longing. Because the second things feel stable, you wonder, is this real? Is this real gnarly? Okay, is this enough? Shouldn't it hurt a little more? You chase high stakes, love stories, because low stakes safety makes you itchy. Oh, man. But don't go in a spiral. That's Mingi's job. Answer this question down below, puddings. Do you crave intensity, or are you afraid of the quiet parts of love? I don't want you to have any self-doubt, because that's Mingi's job. Mingi, the self-doubt spiral. You're bold, creative, and full of potential. But the second you start to shine, the voices creep in. Who do you think you are? If Mingi is your bias, your sabotage style is dreaming big, then ghosting your own progress. You fear success almost as much as failure. So you overthink, delay, joke about it, and pretend you didn't want it that bad. You love Mingi's transparency because you crave that same freedom. You want to be seen, but you're terrified you won't survive it. Are you avoiding it? No, that's Wooyoung's job. But answer this question. What's one dream you're secretly avoiding because you're scared you'll actually get it? Wooyoung, the charismatic avoider. If Wooyoung is your bias, your sabotage style is performing your way out of pain. You're funny, magnetic, everyone's favorite, but inside, you're scared no one loves the version of you that's quiet. So you stay loud, you flirt, you shine, and call it confidence, when really it's armor. You make being wanted look effortless. Damn, how you do that? But when it's time to actually receive love, you panic. You've spent so long performing worthiness, you don't know how to just be. But I don't want you to be a self-isolator or stoic, because that's Jongho's job. I need you to answer this question because you are important to me, okay? When's the last time you let someone see you without the charm? Jongho, the stoic self-isolator. You're the strong one, the reliable one. If Jongho is your bias, your sabotage style is emotional isolation through competence. You don't ask for help. You don't show weakness. You carry it all and call it loyalty. But no one can love you if you never let them close. You admire Jongho's strength and mimic it to a fault. But here's the thing. Your strength isn't just armor. It's a cage. That was deep. So deep. So deep. What's the cost of being the strong one in every room you walk into? Drop it down below. Your bias, why was I so stern? Your bias didn't just show you your type. They showed you your sabotage. They mirror the exact shape of your fear. Remember, I'm not a therapist or a doctor. Your patterns, your pause before success, and maybe, just maybe, naming it, is how you finally break the cycle. I'm delusional, as you know. As just mentioned, I'm not a therapist or a doctor. A lot of you said you're going to send me your therapist bills. Go for it. Go for the gold. But you're not going to get any money from me. I'm just saying. Again, ATEEZ, I don't know ATEEZ, you don't know ATEEZ, but we look at enough content to where we can extrapolate things from their personalities and almost have it as an avatar on our lives. And that's what these videos are about. That's what this playlist is all about. Just being delusional in a very fun way. And initially, I was very scared about doing this series because I wasn't sure if people would connect with it. But some people said, this is like astrology with K-pop. Obviously, this isn't astrology. It's It's my own opinion with ATEEZ, but there's a psychological face on it. But talking about these guys in this way makes me feel like I understand them more from my own delusional perspective. And a lot of you are connecting with that information, and I love that for us. I love it so much I have included some of your comments at the end of this video. So stay tuned to see if your comment was picked. You have some questions below that I would love for you to answer. You can pick one question to answer or all three plus the bonus. Go wherever your heart says. And I'm so glad that you found my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your enemies if you got something from this. And I know you did. If you didn't, at least you got delusion. So it's a win. It's a win. And also, I just want to tell you something. Let me hold your hand when I tell you this. You have dust bunnies. You have dust bunnies under your bed. I'm under your bed. Clean them up. Clean them up. All right. Oh, there's the playlist. There's the playlist about more psychological videos based on ATEEZ. And I think you're going to like them, Hoochie. All right. I got to go.